Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with me, RockPaperMario, and in this part what I'd like to do first of all is, well, my plan is to show off the new rages I got, beat Doomgaze, and make our way over to the next dungeon. So first of all, I'm here outside Tamasa, because this is where one of the rages that I got, because I went and I looked up, okay, what are some good rages to get, seeing as I was hunting for them and there might be ones that I didn't know about yet. I'll show you now one of the ones that I got, actually. One of the ones that I got was from the Toe Cutter guy. I'll show you Sister Behemoth eventually. Where's that Toe Cutter one? Do you know the Toe Cutter guy that we ran into on the Cave to the Fell? And he has this attack called Shrapnel, which I've never used before, but which seems to be a really good rage. It seems to do good damage, and it can... Sometimes it attacks like all characters on the screen, so if you'll hurry up and use it. Before Interceptor killed... Yeah, Interceptor's getting bored. He's just like, I'm gonna kill all these guys. Okay, hurry up now. So I looked it up and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna be looking for the Sister Behemoth, and I'm gonna be looking for one of the other ones that I want to get. So I might as well look up and see if there are any other ones. Here it is, Shrapnel. Sometimes it uses it on all of them. No, it's only gonna use it on one. I swear it uses it on all, but it seems to be like a pretty good, rage, so, and I ran into him like a couple of times, so that seems to be a good one. The reason I'm actually outside Tamasa is because of the... Oh my god, great, thanks a million, guys. Here we go with the Shrapnel again. It seems to do pretty good damage, and when it attacks like all the characters on the screen, it doesn't seem to suffer from split damage. Okay, I really need to unpetrify him. Good thing I have like so many softs. How are they all doing on levels, actually? Hopefully they're level... Yeah, look, that's better. See the way Sabin, Celis, and Gau's, their levels are all completely different, so that's good, seeing as they're now seeing it. See, the problem is that you get so many characters so quickly that they all have extremely similar experience, so... Now, who's the next one for level up? Yeah, Sabin. Just get him on Zozi. The reason I came here to Tamasa is, first of all, because the inn is only 1 GP per night. And as well... Okay, I'm running away from these guys. Well, no, I might as well use this time. And as to, like, show you off the other rages. One of the other ones I got is, where is it? I got... Well, no, see... Oh, Power Demon. This is just one of the ones that I ran into when I was, like, doing rages, and I was like, I wonder what his rage is. And it turned out to be, I'll show you, wait till you see it now. It turned out to be a flare, so that was like really, really handy, I suppose, so if you'll use it, I might as well get rid of some of these other guys while I'm doing it. While I'm waiting for him to get off his ass and use Flare. But Power Demon is that guy. Do you remember when you run into them? See, look how much damage Bone Rush is doing now, like 9,000 and something. Here we go, Flare. He's that guy. He looks like the Overmind. Do you know that guy with the orange kind of ghost coming out of a skeleton? And that was, and like I just ran into him and I was like, I wonder what his rage is, and it turned out to be that, and it was just really useful. Okay, why do you keep petrifying Sabin? That's really starting to be a pain in my ass. So that's one of the other ones. The other one is, I'm just showing you where the enemy you can run into. Like, because it's an enemy that you can run into around here. I actually looked it up and it was like, this is a good rage. And I was like, oh, okay, that's okay, fair enough. So that's why I'm like hanging around here. It's this one, it looks like a bear, and it's called a Prussian. And it uses landslide, which as far as I know is one of the attacks Mog can use when he's dancing. Landslide, it's like an earth elemental attack. No, we're just gonna keep running into these guys, aren't we? Here it is! Okay, this is that bear, the Prussian. And I might as well show off his rage while I'm doing it. It's landslide, it's an earth, I think it's an earth, yeah, it must be an earth elemental attack. But it's really quite good. And I've never actually gotten it before I looked it up, and it seems to be one of those hidden gems of a rage. Joe, kind of like how the black belt is such a good relic. Here we go, landslide. Yeah, get that fecker. See? Good damage as well. These are kind of just all... It's because, like, the reason all these rages are so, getting a wide selection of rage, like you could say like, oh well if shrapnel's good, then why won't I just use that all the time? Or if flare is good, then why won't I just use that all the time? The reason you want such a good selection of them is because of the fact that, like, Gao is your only access, like, to a lot of these elements that you use for these attacks. Like, at the moment, he's our only access before we get Strago back. Okay, I had to run into at least one more. And here he is again. At the moment, he's your only access to, let's say, water elemental attacks, earth elemental attacks. Yeah, he's your only access to those, and, like, wind elemental and things like that. So, well, no, now we have Sabin, but still, he's your only access to attacks like that. So that's why it's good to have a wide selection of them. He's your only access to so many different types of attacks. Now for this next rage, this is one that I always get. You want to come up here to where it's like up north of the Felt, and there's this forested area that looks like a rhinoceros. I'm actually going to save outside here because the battle, there's like a really tough battle you can run into here that you don't want to run into. But one of the enemies you do want to run into, you can run into them here, and it has a brilliant rage. Basically the rage is that meteor attack that, here it is, Tyrannosaur, brilliant, okay. Basically the rage is that meteor attack that I showed you. Where is it? Tyrannosaur. Come on, hurry up. There it is, Tyrannosaur. Right after Pterodon, how appropriate. Basically, the rage is that attack meteor that you can use. Is he using it? Yeah, this one. I don't know why I'm not just killing him, but basically the rage is that. Okay, seriously, run away. This is why I saved. He's really powerful. Just use something on him. And come on, if we can get in a bomb rush, we can get him. Okay, good, we got him. See, he can do like a lot of damage very quickly, but the reason you want to do, you can use that battle to gain levels really quickly because, you can use that battle to gain. I don't think really I need to show you that rage now, seeing as he used it in the battle, but basically that's the guy you're looking for. Okay, I don't want to fight you guys. I think actually, maybe I do want to fight these guys, because as far as I remember, that sprinter guy has a good rage as well. If I'm not mistaken, do you have access to arrow through him? I have like this vague memory that you can learn arrow off that guy, and it's like really like, I'd like to know, because I have this vague memory that I've learned arrow from him before, and I'm not really quite sure whether I did or not. I suppose I'll find that out in between videos, guys, whether you can learn arrow from him. Jeez Christ, did you see how much? Yeah, you can get lots of experience from these guys very quickly. Who's the next guy that needs Zone Seek? Espers. I think it's Gao, is it? No, it's Celis, okay. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you my setup, because my setup is, I'll make it down to the airship first. As you can see, I'm using characters that are all like something something that won't be hit by the level 5 Doom that he uses at the start of every battle. So level 32, 33, 32, 32, none of them are divisible by 5. So make sure you're using characters that are like, because your characters will probably be around level 30, probably, so make sure it's just not a 5 or a 0 ending level. Equips wise, all of my characters are immune to wind, basically. Well, except Shadow. I only had 2 Thunder Shields and the Minerva, so Shadow's just going to have to try and survive. As well, I have Shadow there because Memento Ring will protect him from when Doomgaze uses Doom, so that's pretty good as well. Gao, I'm planning on using Sister Behemoth with him. I used to use Orog, but I never thought of using Sister Behemoth as well. So that's what I'm No, wait, what are you doing that for? So that's basically my setup. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fly around until I find him. Because, like, the thing is, like, when I've been doing stuff off screen, it's been really annoying, like, having to worry about running into him. It has, like, it's been really freaking annoying having to worry about running into him, because, like, you have to, like, save before you fly anywhere just in case you do run into him. And I actually did run into him a couple of times, and, like, and I had to, like, reset the game and all this crap. Like, look, I'm probably not... I've run into them, like, about 5 times off screen. I'm probably not going to be able to run into him at all now. Plus, this will give me, like, a chance to talk about things in this video. Because, like, I feel like I don't get the chance to, like, have my usual vloggy kind of style in this LP, just because I'm always explaining things, and I don't, like, get the chance to say what I... Okay, here we go. Okay, let's try and get him this time, guys. Level 5 Doom, I don't care, I'm going using Sister Behemoth on you. The reason I'm thinking Sister Behemoth is probably going to be better is because he's weak against Fire 3. He's weak against Fire, so... Ninja Star. Yeah, I think we're going... Another reason why I have Sabin is just because of the unbelievable damage I can do so quickly with Bomb Rush. I mean, it's mental at this stage. See, look, 9999! Oh my god, that's crazy! Ice 3, okay, I don't care, we're all, like, immune to that, because, look, even Gao absorbs it, it's brilliant. Yeah, we've got him, this is the setup to use. And we're just murderizing him now. Come on, I hope we can if we can get him in this round without him running away, then I'll be delighted. Okay, I don't care about Aero either, except as regards Shadow, but other than that, I'm not really that bothered. I'd say we've got him. Come on, guys, we can get him. You want to kill him, basically, because your reward for killing him is really, really good. Come on, get him. Come on, please don't fly away. Please don't fly away. Don't fly away. If I can get him one more Bomb Rush, I can get him. Yes! Fantastic. Okay, that went so well. I didn't even have to cut out anything. Brilliant. Okay, I literally couldn't be happier with how this video has gone. Everything's just gone perfectly. For beating Doomgaze, we get Magicite. A piece of Magicite popped out of Doomgaze's mouth. Well, not only do we get this, receive the Magicite Bahamut, which is brilliant. I'll show you this right now. Man, I'm so happy that I got that Fecker skills. I might as well show you with Esper's Bahamut down here. Brilliant Esper. Teaches you Flare, which is really useful, and at level up HP plus 50% is pretty good for when your character is it's pretty good for when, let's say, Sabin has maxed out on, like, when he's doing like 9999 damage with Bomb Rush regularly, and you kind of just want to max out his HP, you want to give him HP instead, it's really useful. But Flare, I'm going to be teaching that to Terra and Celis is my next priority for teaching them. But as well as that, now we don't have to worry about him, like, menacing us in the skies anymore, because he's dead, basically. So I think I basically have everything that I want now. Now I just kind of need to go and... Now I just kind of need to go to the next dungeon, which the next place we want to go is here. Only accessible as soon as you have the airship. And the reason why you want to, because of the way it's in here, the reason you want to... Right, we're going in! Is because this is the reason you want to wait until you have 8 characters is because this is a 2-party dungeon. It is fantastic. So each team, divide your magic between them. So Terra and Celis on one of them on each team. Then you kind of have to give Setzer to one team. Now I'd recommend giving Setzer to one team and Cyan to the other, just because they're our weakest party members at this point. I don't really use them too often. Then I usually put Gao on the same team as Cyan, just so that it doesn't really matter that I'm waiting for Cyan to charge up. I'm going to give Shadow to this team and Edgar to this team, and I'm going to give... No, do you know what? I'm going to give Edgar to... Which one is stronger? Sabin is doing more damage than Edgar at this point, so I think he should go with that team. Edgar should go with this team, and Sabin should go with that team just to make up for the fact that Setzer can't really do that much. Well, no, Setzer, I'm going to say like now that I'm going using the Genji Glove setup with Setzer so that he can actually kill things that do instant death, that are susceptible to instant death. So these are my parties for the Phoenix Cave, which is what this next dungeon is called. And it's just like, I love it because this is it's a 2-party dungeon. It's just so cool. So split up into 2 parties, use the Y button to switch between groups. Well, first I need to do my equips. My equips for this part, well no, I want to take away the Genji Glove off of him. Optimum equip, yeah, Flame Shield. He doesn't need, yeah, Thunder Shield is fine on him, and Minerva is fine on her. Okay, so this party is pretty much good to go. I want to put the Genji Glove. Do you know what I'm going to cut to when I can show you my equips, guys. See you in a sec. Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm going to show you my setup first of all for this party, which, I don't know. It's kind of, this is the second party I did. It's kind of hard because you don't have that much good. You don't have like a load of good things anymore. Like you don't like have a load of good stuff for 2 parties. So that's why I definitely recommend going to the Colosseum and getting some of that stuff like the Genji armor and stuff because it's brilliant. It really is. So now at the moment we have Terra on her usual setup just with the Flame Shield, and I gave her a circlet because it'll increase her magic power. Cyan, I gave him the Atlas armors and the Hero Ring just to increase his power basically with his dispatch and stuff like that. Force armor just because that was the best thing I had left for him, and it's pretty good and it'll reduce damage from elements. Flame shields for Terra and Cyan to protect against fire because you're going to come up against fire attacks quite a bit here, especially against the boss, and I'm not sure which party is going to be fighting the boss. Edgar, the red jacket that we got in the Colosseum will protect him from fire. Hero Ring and Dragoon Boots as usual with the gold dance. Genji helmet just because it was there. Gao, red cap just because the snow muffler is really fun. Well, no, do you know what I'm going to see? I want to see. Well, no, yeah, basically the red cap is the best thing that Gao can equip on his head at the moment, other than a circlet, but I didn't have enough of them. Wait a second, who is my other circlet? Okay, why do Shadow and Sabin have... Okay, I can understand Sabin having the circlet, but I'm going to actually change his head equip. I'm probably going to take that... I'm going to take that off of Shadow because he doesn't really need the magic. And I'm going to equip... Gao with the circlet instead. I'll show you now the circlet. It's better than even than the red cap. It'll raise the magic power, and it'll raise magic defense and defense a bit more than the red cap. It's a really good piece of armor. So that's basically, and as well for relics, it's pretty much the same story. I changed Gao's Hero Ring to the earrings just because I'm pretty much more interested in his magic. And just so I could have an extra Hero Ring for Cyan. With this party, I'm actually after giving Celis the gold hairpin because while Gao's party has access to free X Zone, the only character on this party that can use X Zone is Celis, and X Zone is quite expensive. So I'm giving her the gold hairpin just so I won't have to worry about running out of MP if I want to use X Zone quite a bit, because it is really useful in this dungeon. I've given her the Minerva so that she's pretty much protected from fire as well. And she has the Genji helmet just for defense, even though the Aegis shield will protect her quite a lot as well. Sabin has his usual setup that we've been using. I've given him the circlet to boost his magic power a bit more. Shadow, I need to put that red cap on him now. Yeah, so that'll increase his vigor and his speed, defense, magic defense quite a bit. As well, Shadow has the Memento Ring, and I really didn't have another relic. I wish I had another Atlas armlet or something like that I could have given him, but I really could only give him the Hyper Wrist. It was the best thing I had left. Memento Ring is great, because it's only equipable by Shadow and Realm, something we'll get onto later on. And it protects against all forms of death magic attacks. So things like Doom, Ruin, Roulette, X-Zone, as you saw, it's really, really handy. So use that as much as you can. And he has the Genji armor and stuff. And, again, Flame Shield for Shadow. Setzer should really have a flame... Oh no! Setzer doesn't have something to protect him from fire. Do you know what? I don't care. Setzer, like, the only way he's going to be killing anything is by instant death, so I'm definitely giving him that trump. So the reason I gave Setzer or the Genji armor is because he doesn't have a shield, so his defense is down quite a bit. So I tried to compensate for that with the Genji armor. Do you know what I could probably do? I could probably change his crystal helm to the Genji helmet and give the crystal helm to Celis instead. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Head, diamond helm, or mystery veil. No, diamond helm. Do you know what? The mystery veil isn't that much worse, and it'll boost her magic power, so I'm going to go with that instead. I mean, with the Minerva and the Aegis shield, she's practically invincible, so it's just the fact that the fact that Setzer doesn't have a shield, he kind of needs the extra defense, so that's what I'm going to be using for this party. So I guess we'll take on the Phoenix Cave, a cool dungeon, in the next part of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with me, RockPaperMario. Thanks a million for watching, guys.